Hello, Hivers. Welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where a creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your Independent Stampin Up Demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a couple of very cute cards using the Plan in the Rain stamp set, along with the dies and the coordinating embossing folder with the Countryside Inn Designer Series paper and the Deckled Circles dies, okay? But today's video is called Show and Tell with a little stamping. So it's called Show and Tell because I am making cards for the troops. I'm sending these cards to Mindless Crafting. She's holding a card campaign. So I made a few cards for that campaign and I just wanted to show them off. I used something Eclectic Designer Series paper. And I made these cards with that Designer Series paper. I used the Heartfelt Hexagon punch. That's a new punch in the online store. And yeah, I did the stack, cut, and shuffle, as you can see. Yeah, so those are one set of cards that I made. I think these will be really cute to give to some family members. Then I used the Stargazing Designer Series paper along with the double oval punch and some of the metallic in color trim and made those cards. Very cute. I love this paper. You can do so much with it. It's not just for stargazing. and then I made these cards using the Gone Fishing suite of products along with some in color ribbon there and in color twine. That is wild wheat ribbon, and this is the Starry Sky twine. So I made these 6 cards here, and I used the decorative circle punch. I can't remember the name of this label punch that's behind here, but yeah, some of the products are retired, like the card bases. These card bases, they were some retired cardstock I found in my stash. It is Stampin' Up, but it was like confetti or naturals, something like that they were called. So I didn't want it to go to waste, so I just made card bases out of them and use them to make these cards. And then the last set are these with the beautiful, Bright and Beautiful suite of products. So we have that. I like these. These are super cute and fun. So the insides are very minimally decorated. It's just a strip of Designer Series paper in all of them. No stamping, so they have plenty of room to write their families. Okay, so that is the show and tell portion. So now let's get along with the stamping portion. So I ordered some cute little products from the Country Hive. I ordered this little tray here, hexagon tray. Of course, I wanted it because the Hexagon Hive, you know, yeah, Honeybee Stampin' Hive. They're the Country Hive, but it's magnetic and it holds your dies or whatever you have that's magnetic. And I also got this cute little pumpkin jack-o'-lantern glue holder. And they sent me a thank you card. Isn't this so cute? From the Country Hive. So I love this little layout. So I decided to make some cards of my own using this layout. But I did make some changes. But before we get into stamping, let's go over some buzzworthy business of the day, because I almost forgot. So we have our October paper pumpkin kit. It is home for the holidays. It makes 8 cards, a real red stamping spot, and a bottle of glitter glue. Coordinates with next month's kit, November's kit. Don't need them both, but they do coordinate. Description box holds the link for you to subscribe to the paper pumpkin. Next up, we have our starter kit special, celebrating 35 years of Stampin' Up. Get 35% off your starter kit, which makes it $64.35, or get 35% more in your starter kit, which makes $168.75 of product. Plus, if you join Stampin' Up now, you get to be registered for free the On Stage at Home event that Stampin' Up is having for its demonstrators, and that's usually a $77 cost. So let me know if you have any questions or if you want to join Honeybee Stampin' Hive. I would love to have you. Lastly, we have our October host code. This is the code I like for you to use whenever you're placing an order with me. Unless your order is $150 or more, do not use this host code because you'll qualify for Stampin' Rewards, and Stampin' Rewards equals free products from Stampin' Up, and I don't want you to miss out on that. Our host code can always be found on honeybeestampinhive.com. It changes every month, okay? So first, we have here a card base of some Misty Moonlight, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we have some Night of Navy, which is, what is this? 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And I ran it through the Raindrops embossing folder. And we're just gonna glue this right onto the base of our card, making sure our raindrops go in the correct direction. We don't want any upside down raindrops. So we have that. Next, we have some designer series paper. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And we're gonna mat that, excuse me, we're gonna mat that onto this basic white, which is 3 1/2. No, the basic white, I'm sorry, is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. So we're just gonna put the glue on the outside because as you can see, I have die cut a deckled circle out the middle of this, and it was the 6th circle from the center. So if you start at the center and count out, and it would be number 6, okay? And then we have a piece of designer series paper that is 3/4 by 1.5 inches, and we're just going to put a little bit of glue on the end of that, just like that. And we just want this to be hanging out from underneath our card here, our card piece here. Oh, don't move it too much while it's still wet, right? Let me burnish that down. That doesn't look too straight. You want to make sure it's straight. I probably should have did it on some grid paper. There we go. Now let's put this onto our card base. Now I want you to remember the inspiration card from the Country Hive. So hers was vertical, mine's is horizontal. And I added an extra layer on top of the card base, as well as an extra layer around the designer series paper. So those are some differences in these cards. And then we have a 3 1/2 by 4 3/4 basic white for the inside. And it has a strip of designer series paper on it that is 3/4 by 4 4.5, I think. Just gonna put that on the inside just like that. Okay. And then we're gonna take our deckled circle die, and this one we're going to stamp. I have something on here, so I'm gonna stamp on this side, and we're gonna be stamping in Night of Navy. Oh my goodness, I couldn't think for a second. So Night of Navy, we're going to stamp Oh Happy Day. And we're going to stamp that about, let me see, about right there. Kind of low. Okay. So let's get our Stampin' Chamois out. Not stamp, I keep calling it stamp, it's simply chamois. Let me get some of this ink off of here. And I'm just gonna, I had a scrap paper to the side you heard me banging on. I'm gonna clean that off because we have to use it again in a lighter color. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna just glue it down to our card base. And I don't know if I said it or not, but we're making 2 cards. So this we're gonna put right here like that. Okay. So we're going to put that to the side for now. Then we're going to get our second card and basically do the same things. So I'm going to speed through this part until I get to where the differences are, okay? Okay, so now we're to a little bit of difference, okay? So on this one, we have our little piece to hang off the side. We're gonna put the glue and glue it onto the left side instead of the bottom. And on her card, it was glued on the right side. So we're gonna just put that right there like that. Okay, then we're gonna put this on our card base. Now our card base this time is Night of Navy with the Misty Moonlight layer on it. All the measurements are the same, however. Okay, and so we're gonna tilt this way, just like that. Then we're gonna take the Misty Moonlight. We're gonna stamp on this, Oh Happy Day. This time, instead of being in the right lower corner, we're gonna put it on the left side and kind of in the middle. Just like that. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and glue this onto our card base. I think I'm gonna need some more glue. So we're gonna put this about, I'll say right here. Yeah, about right there. Just like that. Now we're gonna get to some stamping and coloring. So we have our Tuxedo Memento black ink. We're gonna take the little fox with the umbrella. Get him all nice and inked up. Stamp him down right there. Then we're gonna take our bunny. Take the bunny, come on. And we're gonna ink him up. Right there. Then we have a small little umbrella. We're gonna put that right there with the bunny, okay? So now I'm gonna do some coloring, and I might speed through it, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you just in case I do speed through it. The colors I'm using are Smoky Slate, Dark and Light, Basic Black, maybe, Light Night of Navy, Light Misty Moonlight, Light and Dark Balmy Blue, and Natural Tones 6, 7, and 800. Okay, so let me get started on this. Okay, you guys, so this part of the color I wanted you to see when I color the fox, I'm using the natural tones. This is number 800. I'm going to color the entire fox using this color. I have a little sheet that I've blended a bunch of these natural tones together to see what will turn out if I do them together. And I use that chart all the time when I'm coloring things like of skin tones or something, like if I just want to get some good blending in. So we color that with the 800, which is the lightest, and then we're going to go in with the 700. And we're just going to take that out a bit. So we're just going to, some spots we're not going to do too much. Okay, just gonna go all around. I keep forgetting to do circular motions because that helps when I go to blend it, that it's not these harsh lines. Okay, so now we are using number 600, and this one is a little darker, and we're just gonna barely do the edges with this one. And then on his little hands here, we're not even going to put this darker color on it. Okay, and then the key to this is to go back over it with your lightest color. So we're going to go back over it with the 800. All over everything. And that's just going to help blend it all in. Circle, circle, circle. Trying to make sure there's no harsh lines. I did want some darker lines right here. So we'll just do that. Okay, and that is done. So now we can get our dies and we can die cut everything out. So we're gonna go ahead and line this up. Got him lined up, put some washi tape to hold that. Let's get our rabbit lined up. Now, as you can see, this die for the rabbit does not cut out that water, the little puddle. And I'm gonna show you how we're gonna take care of that. So let me put some washi tape there. Then we have our little umbrella. Washi tape that. So we have our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the Baby Boss. So we're gonna die cut our little fox here. Get another piece of washi tape. I don't want this to move. Okay. So we're gonna tilt him, I believe, this way, because we want our plates to be straight. So what we're gonna do is line this plate up, the top plate, to where it's not cutting below this foot over here. So it's right above that foot. We're gonna run this through. And that's why I put my umbrella at the top, so that it wouldn't be affected by the cutting plate not being all the way at the bottom. So let's pop out our umbrella here. Oh, that did really good. And then our rabbit. So now what we're gonna do is get some scissors or paper snips, and we're gonna have to fussy cut around the bottom portion, okay? So you see I've already got it cut to there. So we're just gonna fussy cut around it, and it's fine. And I'm gonna leave the little splashes in, which I forgot to color, but I can do that in a minute. So it's not that difficult because you're just cutting a puddle basically. Okay, so now we have this all cut out. Let me get the light balmy blue and go over these little splashes because I just wanted to have a little bit of color because it's still water. Okay, so now we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back of everything. So let me get my Stampin' Dimensionals and we can finish these cards up. Okay, so we got all the backs off of our dimensionals. We got all the dimensionals put on and then took the backs off. So we're gonna set this one on this card. The fox goes on the card with the Fox Designer Series paper. See how I did that? And the bunny goes on the one with the bunny. So we're gonna put this about, let's say right here, like that. We're gonna put a little umbrella in his hand, like that. Then we're gonna get the 2325 in colored dots, the boho blue. And we're gonna put, I want the big one right here. Put some of these all around on this card. Just like that. Then over here, we're gonna put one there. Maybe one right here. And one there. Okay? Aren't those cute? I love these cards. So let me show you again the original inspiration from the Country Hive. I am not exactly sure what her name is on YouTube or if she even has a YouTube, but this came from the Country Hive, okay? And these are the cards that I made using her design with a few changes. Okay, you guys, that's it. That's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later.